Hey CC families, this is Classical Conversations Cycle 3, Week 10, and our new cards for this week were Japan's Heian Empire, period, Japan's Heian, period, Charlemagne, crowned Emperor of Europe, Alfred the Great of England, Eric the Red, and Leif Erikson, the Norse explorers, Vladimir I of Kiev, Byzantine Emperor Basil II, and East-West Schism of the Church. So our movements were Japan's, this is like the shape, so Japan's Heian, we were pointing out the levels, Heian, okay, period. Charlemagne is crowned, so we pick up a crown and stick it on our head. Charlemagne is crowned Emperor of Europe, and then Alfred, we have our A for Alfred the Great, okay, of England. So for England, you've got your hand straight out, you do this with your fingers and wrap them around your wrist. Alfred the Great of England. And then we have Eric the Red, which is basically touching your lip and pulling down, Eric the Red. And then Leif Erikson was his son, so we rock a baby. So Eric the Red, Leif Erikson, and then Norse explorers, just like that. And then the rest of it is pretty much just hand movements. We have Vladimir, so we have our V for Vladimir the First. So you have your one, but you twist it. Vladimir the First of Kiev, and that's our K. And then Byzantine, we got our B, Byzantine Emperor. We did that before, so you've got your E from shoulder to hip, Emperor. Basil, B, the second, you've got a 2 and you twist it so it doesn't look like a V. So Basil the second. And then there's some music, and it's 1000. Remember, 1000 is the 3 fingers on the palm. 1000 AD, 1000 AD. And then it says East-West Schism of the Church. So that was our hand movements for this week's timeline. From there, we moved into the principal parts of a verb, lie. So we have lie, or it's to lie, lies, then lay, lying, lane. To lie, lies, lays, laying, lane. Those are our principal parts of a verb, the irregular verb, lie. And then we had tell me about the manifest destiny. And on this one, it was President, this is sign for President. President Polk believed that the Mexican War, we're using the sign for war that is in the timeline. So President Polk believed that the Mexican War and the Gadsden Purchase, like give me the Gadsden Purchase in the mid-1800s, affirmed America's manifest destiny, this is sign for destiny, to spread, and we were spreading, like you're spreading icing on a cake, across the continent. And I think this is like a flag, so continent. So President Polk believed that the Mexican War and the Gadsden Purchase in the mid-1800s affirmed America's manifest destiny to spread across the continent. Just like that. Okay? And then we did article rules for Latin. Latin has no translation for articles a, and, or the. For geography, we had Helena, Montana, Boise, Idaho, Olympia, Washington, Salem, Oregon, and Juneau, Alaska. We sang our little song, we drew on our maps, and everybody got to pick what they wanted to draw on their map to remind them for each state. So Helena, Montana, Boise, Idaho, Olympia, Washington, Salem, Oregon, and Juneau, Alaska. And then for science, we had what are some parts of the respiratory system? Some parts of the respiratory system are nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchial, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, and the lungs. Okay, so it's nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, the alveoli, and the lungs. Okay, I think that covers everything. Oh, and then of course math, we did the squares, which were 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, all the way through 15 times 15, and we sang the song that came with it on the CD. So that was week 10, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Bye.